So this is Galatians 2, verse 18. For if I build again those things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. So, okay, this is kind of random for me just to give you a verse. But what is a transgressor? What is a transgressor if you think about it? And what is a sinner? And what is a transgressor? And what are iniquities? Now, let's flip to, I believe it's 2 Samuel. I think it's 2 Samuel. The judgment on David's sin. So 2 Samuel 24:10. David said, I have sinned greatly in what I have done, but now I pray, O Lord, take away the iniquity of your servant, for I have done very foolishly. So, sin actually bring forth iniquity. Adam sinned. He disobeyed God. He gave permission to the serpent. Okay. So, sin bring forth iniquity. And if you, again, I'm going back to Galatians 2:18. For if I build again those things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. So, in this context, transgressor is a negative thing. Transgressor is a negative thing to be. In this context, if you build up again the habits that you destroyed, the strongholds that you destroyed, the sin cycles that you destroyed, if you go back to your own vomit, you make yourself a transgressor. Because if you you're doing this because if you know something is wrong and you still go do it again, that's transgressing. If you don't know, if it is your first time to do this, and you did not know to do anything that is wrong, morally wrong, but you did not know it is wrong, and somebody reminds you, somebody tells you, hey, that's wrong, don't do it again, and then you stop doing it. Let's say you stop doing it, and a day or two later, and you did it again. Okay? But this time, you know it is wrong. You are a transgressor. Now, the Bible talked about, in the Old Testament, it talked a lot about accidental sin. It talked a lot about accidental sins. I'm not saying it is okay to sin. No. But people sin. People do sin. Oh yeah, they do. And half the time it's really accidental. Because with all these distractions, with all this spiritual warfare, it's a war to be righteous. It is a war. If you're being realistic, it is a war to be righteous. It is really a war. And what happens in a war? What happens in a war? People, there are casualties. There are casualties in wars. And this casualty, in this context, what I'm talking about is accidental sin. Or sometimes we fall into temptation, of course. But accidental sin, they need to be forgiven. Because because most of, you don't accidentally rape a woman. You don't accidentally assassinate, you don't accidentally lie in wait and kill somebody. You don't accidentally do that. So, accidental sins are small sins. They're still sin, but they're done accidentally. So please have some tolerance on people. Because they're being people. They're just people. So yeah. And that's all I wanted to say. Peace out.